This is the Superordinary Podcast. The following conversations and statements don't represent the views of anyone, and watching, and all listening is very strongly discouraged. Superordinary presents the Superordinary Podcast. Please enjoy. Remember, drink more juice.
Sad scene.
This is like a whole new level. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the whole thing is like I don't want them to see, but like now the start is me literally showing them. That's right, no one watches. Wow. Okay, so we're back.
We just got back from the awards night. Hell of a night.
I can't, I didn't get much sleep, to be honest. It was rough.
You were chatting up the reporter there.
I was chatting up anyone who'd listen. I'm gonna make the most of it, right? We've come from the dirt of a small village. If I'm gonna go to an awards night, I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna network, whatever, hook up.
They didn't
Maybe, I don't know. Whatever I have to do, okay? Were you happy with your nominations, with your awards?
Yeah, I'm great. Something's wrong here.
Something's very wrong. What's wrong?
This is the wrong way this morning.
Oh my god! I knew something was different. This is season 2. Higher budget, everything's different, okay? So now Unna's gonna look at us the whole
Hell
episode.
yes.
I
Yes,
feel
yes.
like
See, I knew I was wearing the shirt for a reason.
now, yeah, right. I feel like it's really good. It's like an emotional support table.
I was looking at him like, his head's usually here. And I was like, something's not
Yeah,
right.
I'm always sitting here like, why don't I get a head? So
Now you get some head.
SJ finally gets some head.
The table is chock full of heady goodness.
Heady goodness. Well, heady goodness is, I'm around for it. And
Yes, my awards, all 5 of them.
how many nominations though?
Oh, only 4.
Yeah, it was a weird one.
Yeah.
That last one was really.
I didn't expect it.
You got the 4 that you were nominated for, but that last
Yeah.
little slip up that they just never corrected.
I don't know.
Scorsese was pissed.
Greatest watermelon holder. I didn't expect that to be a category, but
I didn't know that you would win because there's been some great watermelon holders this year.
It was the yogurt.
Margot Robbie.
it was the
I mean,
yogurt
she
that
can
sold it.
plant 2 hands on either side of a watermelon. Let me tell you. Scorsese taught her himself on the
Everything he
set of
knows.
Wolf of Wall Street. If you actually look at the deleted scenes, there's
Yeah.
like 20 minutes of like him like, directing, like, no, you move your left hand down, Margot. Margot, down.
You gotta hold it not like a baby, but like an award.
Yes, Margot. But think of it like a baby, okay?
Cup it with the left hand, support with the right.
So, cinema it's in a weird place these days. But like, look, this is episode. Do you know what episode it is? It's actually it's getting
23.
really weird now. Like, where are we up to? Wrong.
No, 22.
Wrong. Yeah, 22. Episode 22. It's been a long journey.
I wasn't even trying that time.
I mean, a lot of people have said, "Wow, like you're still doing it. Why? Why?" I get that.
Why not?
Why? And
Why not?
we're very,
The self-aware
we're
here.
periodically and systematically silencing those people. They're disappearing. That's all I'm going to say. Is they're not around anymore.
You are on his list, and we are slowly crossing
And the
it
list
out.
is shortening.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I'm always nervous when I see an essay. Usually it's dot points. And
Well-
we got an essay.
well,
Alright, start us off. And
This is, this is episode 22, okay? I'm sort of thinking of this as, this is the return from the return.
go.
We left, we had an intermission, we've returned, we did some things, and we're sort of returning again. This is the return
Do you want me to leave and come back by the time
from
you
the
finish it?
return.
Return
No,
of the return.
no, but like, get your feet up, get your butt spread, and like, enjoy yourself. Like,
Get
get
ready for the
comfy,
mayo.
because like mayonnaise.
You never know when the yogurt's gonna fly. at you.
Like Grandma says, there's mayonnaise coming from every orifice. So, and also I want a quick shout out to Grandma for getting me like the sauce. All right. So I just want
You
to,
can't open the limited edition 30th anniversary super chocolatey mega.
okay. So quick side note. In Japan, they had like this 30th anniversary Boss jacket, and like, so when you go to a vending machine, there's a QR code, like enter, and I don't know if it's just my weak Western brain, but I could not figure it out. Like I couldn't figure it out. Every time I'd like scan it and I'd try and go through the webpage and like, I'm like, have I entered? I don't know.
Why don't you ask like one of your many
Yes.
contacts over there to
Yes.
help you with it?
Yes, I've come back to people like, how was it? I'm like, I have contacts.
Isn't that it there?
All right, I've come back with contacts.
Isn't that the QR code there?
Oh my god, imagine if it's the same one. Anyway, it's like this sick blue bomber boss jacket. It's a bomber boss. Okay, I wanted to be the bomber boss. What a dream that would have been.
Yeah, you go read it. I'm gonna enter this.
You win me a jacket. He's the producer. Okay, so I just wanted to address the fact that the show is now back.
Oh my gosh, this is. Why is Zelda on here?
Because Boss is where it's at.
It's a Tears of the Kingdom promotion with it.
Yeah.
What is going on?
We're back. I haven't actually acknowledged that before. I never even said we left. But we're back, and we're so back. It's ridiculous. Okay, but not only have we returned, okay, but we also need to return again. Redundant? No. Return from the return. We've accomplished many things here on this pod, okay?
Ooh, it just said Social Plus. All right, go on.
Glad you're listening. He doesn't even listen. Who's listening? Who's out there? No, but we've accomplished many things, right? We blew the lid off the food truck scam, okay? We gave the world the answers they've been looking for with China, yeah? But most importantly, we made the world's best podcast. There's no doubt. We reached the pinnacle of the medium very quickly. It wasn't even that hard. Let's be honest, it wasn't that hard. Didn't take long, wasn't hard.
Yeah, I don't want this spyware getting down.
But now we come back, and we have to come back again, because last week, it was a little weak. Last week we made, like, what?
Magic.
Last week I feel like we made the world's worst podcast.
You know, there was a simple reason.
So it's
for that.
only up from here. Where?
It's because I forgot to send the tickets out to the audience.
Yes. Yeah, right. People didn't turn up last time, so we...
The bouncer got a little carried away.
We just sort of sat here like one of the, yeah. It was bad, it was
Dick
rough.
in hand.
I'm not allowed to leave the script, okay?
Oh, well, that might
I'm on the script!
but it says blue in there.
Yeah, it did. It blew the lid. We blew anyway.
Clean off.
But now we must come back, okay? The world's worst episode. It was a disaster, wasn't it not? Was
I
it
don't
not?
think
Was it
so.
not? He liked it.
I said
He
it,
liked
but it wasn't that bad. There's definitely been worse.
Anyway, before we get into like this,
Australia Day.
before we get Australia Day was amazing. Before we get into this new episode, that's not White Fox, is it? That's your jumper. Okay, all right. Sorry, everyone, just calm down. We almost had an emergency on set. Okay,
Hold on. What the hell is White Fox?
yeah, it's good. I'm glad you don't know.
You know what that is, don't you?
Nah, it's fine. What is it?
You know the rules.
Rule 34.
No.
Members.
Rule 2.
I don't know. I only know one rule. Okay.
The porn one.
Yes. So we have a new episode. We're gonna like start off. Before we get into it, I just thought I have never actually really given a proper personal update. So I thought I'd just like get comfy, just drill down on what's been happening. Okay. Okay. You happy with that? Yeah. It's gonna be an emotional ride. All right. And our captive audience will be held captive the entire time. They're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to join another podcast.
Too late.
So-
I did get an invite to Joe Rogan.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Members of my village. Members of my village have joined Hamas.
What?
It's a personal update. It's personal.
How do we go from porn to this?
Rule 34. Is that what I mean? Okay. Apparently hunting me down was draining their resources. Okay? I sort of feel maybe this whole like arranged marriage thing, right? It was a bit much. It was a bit much. And you know, I scratched my head and I feel the scars. I feel the scars of a boy who was beaten. A boy who was beaten and is now being hunted by Hamas. You see, the thing, okay, so the whole thing, let me just break it down. There was a little rumor going around that I happened to be in Israel. Like, it's a rumor. And that's not what actually happened. Let me just get it straight. Let me get it straight. But like, little did they know, I was just on Intermission Island. Okay? I was just chilling. I was chilling on Intermission Island before I got whisked away to China. Okay? I was a massive boy on a very small island. Very small. Okay? And like, as if I was ready to fix the whole Israel-Palestine thing. I don't think I was ready. And like, let's be honest. At this point, like this conflict, this Israel thing, Palestine thing, it's like a long-ass running anime. You know? There's heaps of like past and present characters, multiple eras and acts. Different writers and directors have come in and out. Different animation styles, okay? But whilst they've kept it fresh, they've really kept it fresh. You cannot say that Gaza isn't fresh. I mean, it's fresh. No one can really keep track of it, like, let's be honest. So I don't know how I'm gonna sort it out. It's sort of like a, just sort of strap on for the ride sort of thing, right? I don't know how to fix it. So like, part of me is sort of like, I don't think I was ready for an arranged marriage. Okay? Let alone like trying to solve the Middle East. And they're hard things to juggle. I mean, you got like some AIDS usurper standing there trying to get you to come down the aisle, right? They're just like, do it. And then you've got like gunpoint militia, now Hamas, right? Literally like, this is what we desire. Iran, this is an Iran-backed marriage, okay? This is the stakes we have. So this is what I'm dealing with. I mean, people tell me, I'm so stressed out, I need some self-love. I'm like, are you being like forced down the aisle by Hamas? No. And like, I understand you probably don't have the world's best podcast to sit down and like whinge about it. Like you can't sit down and be like, this whole Hamas thing's gone too far. But I can. So I got that going. So like, yeah, I wasn't ready to solve the Middle East. So that plus like, there's a rumor I heard a rumor that China's like got a pretty good deal with AIDS and they can like cure it. So I was like, all right, this is pretty good. This is all working out. I'm gonna get away. I'm gonna leave the island. And so this is where I've been. I'm gonna pursue like a cure in China for my AIDS, and then also I'm gonna follow my dream, and I'm gonna finally get to work in the Chinese iPhone factory. And so we've been away, and I know you've been craving like sweet, delicious, super ordinary nectar down the gullet. Yeah, just straight down, like gravy. But like, I wasn't there for it. So this is like, that's my little personal update.
Okay.
I hope it wasn't too emotionally traumatic.
It's a blur.
It's a blur. It's a blur for me. And so I was over there, in the smog.
Right.
In the apartment.
Breathing
infested.
it in.
I mean, it's a sprawl. It's an urban sprawl.
But you survived.
I mean, I was there.
Did you do much whale watching?
Whale watching?
Yeah.
I didn't even see ocean. I didn't even see, all I saw was apartment buildings and smog.
Land whales then? I don't know.
Land whales. Yeah, so President Xi, he's got he runs a tight shift.
A land whale? How could he?
No, President Xi.
There goes your social credit. You're just...
Nah, Mao is the OG for me. So, I don't know. President Xi is he's no Mao. Let's just put it that way.
Chairman Mao?
Chairman Mao. Exactly. Chairman Mao.
Yeah.
Chairman Mao. They should have
I have zero
it feels
social
like some sort of dish, does it not? But anyway. Yeah, so it's a bit of a sticky situation.
Chicken dish.
It's a sticky situation. I don't know.
Sticky?
It's one the village people
Did they
really
have a vote,
stepped
by
it
the
up a notch.
Did they have a vote to join, or was it like Parliament, or was it just they walked into a room and the guy's like, we're going to join it, and they're like...
I think they just got desperate. I think a few of them sort of maybe messed around with
You stopped your funding. What did you expect?
Yeah. They got desperate. They got tiresome. And I don't know, they rallied troops. And they thought I was in Israel, so they had a little attack.
So what you're saying is they're looking for you specifically.
Yeah, that's what they heard a rumor I was there, and so all right, let's do it. And then
Completely different tectonic plate,
after a few days, I was on an island.
Just chilling.
I was on Intermission Island.
Just big chilling.
So, I was big chilling.
Big chilling.
I was chilling. And, it's fair enough that they'd make that mistake. I'm not saying I put the rumor out there myself. Sure, one night maybe I made a little tweet.
Yeah, you are notorious for going rogue after a couple sherries.
Maybe I was just tweeting late night, hey, in Gaza, where does one get a boss? I don't know. Maybe I let that tweet slip.
I hope you know your favorite kebab shop.
Right, yeah, the kebab shops there are good.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, amongst the rubble, the death, and the war crimes, you could probably still get a good kebab.
Tzatziki is to die for.
Let's face it, literally. I mean, you might have to cross the street, and there's a chance of death, but it's good. It's good. So you probably will cross the street.
Yeah. Is that a peacock? What is that?
It's good. So, I don't know. It's hard.
Did you really write so yeah in your script? I'd say yeah, I don't know.
So don't read the script. I don't have a script.
No, you're just checking your emails. Doing your taxes.
I did write like.
I saw it.
Yeah, you saw it. I mean, is it not true?
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, do we just cover that?
No, we'll do it in the next section.
The next section?
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing another section for these brain dead
Mongoloids.
slobs.
What? Not you two.
No, not them. Oh, right. Let me address this whole situation too, by the way.
Listen up.
Every week, we come sit here, right?
We try our best. We give our most.
It's
and
true.
we get nothing.
What do we give you? The utmost. Okay?
And what do we get in return?
A cold fish-like stare. But like, we force,
We force our humour down your throat.
right? And we force you to sit in this room, okay?
Against your will.
No, but like, let's be honest.
With no food.
Let's be honest. They're not going to watch it online. So if we don't like drag them here and like enslave them
Yes, there
in the room with us.
There are rumours swirling
Yes.
around that one of the audience members is yet to see the world's greatest episode. Can't believe it.
Like, we should just put it on, like project it on here. We just sit here. We're not even going to do anything. You're going to watch it.
It's gonna be like we're gonna watch episode 14 and then you can go.
Yeah. Maybe I can turn the tide on the whole Hamas thing and they can be on my side and we can use it to really enforce an audience. But like,
we
I
need
don't...
school kids. We need school kids as our pawns at the front.
School kids.
Yeah, I was watching the news before I came
okay.
here, and they're using school kids
Oh,
as
over there.
yeah,
Yeah, like, you know, some...
push their points.
I mean, you
'Cause
could
no
get-
one would never blow up a child.
You could get a plastic shield,
what?
polycarbonate,
Oh, yeah.
like shield from China. They make good shields. I've seen them. I
best.
worked in one of the factories.
The best.
But they make the best shields, great shields. But the thing is, when you're over there, right, amongst the rubble, right, when the night before your apartment collapsed down on your entire family, it's like you're not gonna go like check your order from AliExpress for your riot gear, are you? No, you're gonna pick up an Israeli child.
What if my AliExpress order was one day from delivery?
Yeah. So like, you know, war-torn Ukraine, it doesn't matter where, as long as it's a war. AliExpress delivers. And
What do
like,
you mean? No one
so I'm
cares
very
about
proud to announce they're our new sponsor of the show, AliExpress.
I was about to say, I really don't want to hear something else come out.
All right.
We had all this time to change it, and we didn't change it.
Yeah, actually, I saw this interesting short on YouTube by this guy, and he's like pro-Trump. And I think because...
Shocker.
I think, yeah, and he follows, so I don't know, YouTube's starting to recommend me really like small channels. And
I wonder why.
so this-
Collaboration Central.
exactly. So this guy, like he's 400 subs or something.
We must have 400 pounds. I'm like,
And
what?
like, what the hell? We don't even have 40. We got 39. But that's fine. Anyway, mate, dude, he is like insane.
Yeah,
like,
we were at 40, and then we went down. What
yeah, I know. Yeah, the shorts. The shorts. It got rid of someone and it got someone. So that's fine.
Someone watched a short and they're like, that's it.
Yes.
This is the final.
Someone watched one of our shorts and unsubbed. But at the same time, someone subbed. So we're
One of them had like 260.
so we're rolling over our audience to a much
You
better
even uploaded
audience.
one short twice.
We're upgrading our
Great.
audience. Yeah, I cut it shorter. I'm like, it wasn't short enough.
But you didn't delete the previous one.
Why would I delete it?
So they're both up there.
Yeah, they're different. They're different.
Exactly the same.
They're different. One's shorter.
So you were doing this while also editing the award-winning, Oscar-nominated.
No, this,
Short
well, this
feature
is
film.
this is premature to the coming of
Age.
the main body of work that we've
sure.
accomplished recently.
That was like
So-
your cool down, was it?
Yeah, look, Super Ordinary has expanded like a, you know, prepubescent American child at Macca's into new realms of mass. So basically, we're doing cinema. We're doing
Say mass.
yeah, mass.
Are you going to be leading the service?
No, not mass. Dear Lord. But like
Imagine you and
we're
a white
expanding. I could definitely like. It would turn into a cult like within 15 minutes. I'm like holding the Bible. I'm like, these are the rules. And they're like, out the window. I'm the rules. Okay. Sit down. Shut up.
Couldn't have picked better weather.
You like?
No. Is it picking it up?
A little bit. It's an ambient pod. It's relaxing.
We're going to have to talk over it.
It's relaxing. I might crack.
Oh, you want to scroll up on your emails a bit there?
Oh, you want to see? Well, okay. Little word. What it? Travis Head, mate. Travis Head. Come on. Travis Head for thank you. Most of our there's actually there is a weird amount of people from America who like for some reason of the like 2 people who watch this, they're not even from they're not even from here. So if you don't if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's a god at the moment. Let's just say that.
He's got the single greatest moustache I've ever seen.
He's a god. And he's
There's only one moustache that's better than that.
He
That was MJ's moustache back in 2012-13.
I mean, that's a bit of stubble. So he.
I'm talking about Johnson, right?
Good. What did you say? 2000 and when?
12-13.
I thought you said like early 2000.
I wouldn't besmirch your idol like that.
Thank you.
I was trying to stop keeping it niche because you got mad at me for bringing up Manly.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. I do not. I really like. Yeah, we can't get niche. It really irritates me. It irritates the audience. But like, let's just really talk about Travis Head for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I think
Incredibly niche.
I think it's important that we don't get niche, but we just only. This is the Travis Head podcast.
Did
okay?
you hear that he managed to kill 2 people with that innings?
Yeah, I say Travis Head went to India and killed
2
like,
people.
That's just
How does a man playing that sport kill 2 people? You know what it was? Some guy had a heart attack watching him hit, runs like that.
it's my turn.
And another person blew his brains out. All right, it's my show now.
Yeah,
Finally, we can do some croquet.
croquet, crochet.
No, I'm talking about the. I probably
Oh
shouldn't
God!
do that.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, he's
Different type of croquet.
he's sick. Yeah, you'll know. Anyway, Travis Head. Yeah, so we're going to talk very quickly about cinema.
Your favorite subject.
Now that we've entered the realm, we took over podcasts very quickly.
We
it wasn't
are
even that hard.
the best judges of cinema.
Now we basically looked at the whole Scorsese situation and we're like, it's fine, we can do it better. And so we just sat down and like one weekend and
Decided. We just decided.
it wasn't even that hard either. That's the thing.
He was pretty mad when you got Best Director award.
Yeah.
I saw that shoe coming, but I couldn't warn you in time.
Yeah, he went and like he took Leonardo out in the hallway, just yelled at him for 30 minutes. I don't know if it worked. But
He
it's
was
what did.
recreating
That's
the
what he did.
Titanic.
That's what he did. Well, that was James Cameron. But anyway,
Even better.
even better. We won, and it wasn't even hard. We've got another. So cinema, we took it over. Podcast. Next, we're taking K-pop, sort of, just the dancing.
Why would you ruin it? No, don't ruin it.
I won't. I'm not. That's it. Okay. Oh,
Completely
so
ruined it. What do you mean?
no one listens. So.
No one watches either,
No.
so.
I have it's important to like move your career forward.
Super Ordinary cares.
It's important. Everyone really does care. No, but it's important to be like thinking about like the numbers. And so I'm like, I'm looking for like my next career move. I'm gonna make big moves. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge. All
I've
right.
got no idea. They're so massive. They're so
I've-
big.
These big numbers. But like, yeah, I got like an internship lined up.
Beauty.
Yep. Internship.
The dog meat factory again.
China.
Nice.
iPhone factory.
You already said that.
Nah. I went over there. I never even got the job.
You were making shields.
I was making riot shields for Gaza.
I see.
Yeah.
And
But
this was pre the war. They must have known.
hey, China always knows. What do you think those weather balloons are doing?
Checking the weather.
Did you see North Korea had their own little balloon?
Yeah, they sure blew that up the hell.
Yeah, but their balloon can launch ballistic missiles. China's like, oh, it's the weather. And North Korea's like, yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
raining.
launches missiles.
No, there's a slight chance of hail.
Yeah, I like the curtness.
Yeah.
China's all like, oh, it's just weather. We love the weather. Like they're sick for the weather.
Did you have to grab his nips?
It's not my fault he's here now. I'm used to him caressing
Submarine.
the table in front of me, and now he's
You're
just
used
here
to seeing
for
a
it.
body of water. No, you're
He's
used to-
really here for it.
He's really doing this part.
Oh yeah. Well, you move on from one and to the next. One day I will laugh. One day.
Not
but
today.
now I must love. For I have lived.
I was going to say, you've already step one gone.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, we didn't even speak on Napoleon Ice Cream, the movie that came
Ah,
out.
Napoleon ice cream. I mean, let's get into it. Let's do like a deep, thorough review. Have you seen it?
No.
No, I haven't seen it.
Alright, beauty. Next section.
Apparently, like
Joaquin
I don't know.
Phoenix?
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is like
off Phoenix, yeah.
he took off his Joker jacket and put on his Napoleon hat.
He stuck his hand into his
And,
shirt, and
yeah.
away we went.
it's a weird. Apparently, he has like an American accent in the movie too. So, authenticity was not their goal.
What was the thing you said? Nothing like a...
Oh yeah, an angry prom casting an American about a French guy, like
Yeah.
telling the story of a French guy. So it's like, oh, imagine the French. They'd be
plus.
like, oh. They would be so.
No, it's... Whoa.
Hey, I've got yeah. So, well, there because apparently there's a scene where like tanks or some shit. No, not tanks. There's a scene where like
it's a bit before that era.
cannons. I don't know. There's some
Cannons, yes.
shit. Then they like shoot the pyramids.
Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, that never happened. And he's like,
As if I saw him hit the transformer.
yeah. And Ridley Scott's basically just like, look, I don't care if it happened. He invaded Egypt, and it gets the point across. So I'm like,
When
Well-
should the truth ever get in
well-
the way of a good story?
why not just go like, yeah. And also, apparently, it's not
Are
really
you going to tell me
about.
that the joke is not real?
Well, felt real. A little too real.
No, especially the end. Kind of went from...
Yeah, I watched it and I was a little bit like, this makes a bit too much sense. It's a little too much.
Is that why you come down the stairs a bit?
Yeah, it's like it's also interesting how it's like between like Tobey Maguire doing it and him doing it. One is just the worst,
Hero.
and one just works so
Villain.
well. And like, look, I think it's a shame Joaquin couldn't get to the level of Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
He, you know, like at least he tried. He's
You know what it was? It
He's
was
no
the collar.
Bully Maguire.
No, it was the collar. He needed to pop the collar up. He needed to get the hair across.
Do you like that, but
Yeah, it's great.
that's good. That's good.
You're setting it up and then you're diverted. Very nice.
I delivered.
Cough.
I delivered. No, it's like underarm, which would make no sense to anyone.
Except like One Nation because they never let go of it.
Travis Head. Okay, I had a
He'd
little.
never bowl an underarm ball. but if
so-
he did, it'd be out.
Travis Head.
Yeah, if he bowled an
If he bowled underarm, it would middle stump me.
Yeah.
And then it would like ricochet, and he'd hit it again, and he'd run out the other guy. Like we're talking,
Just go straight away, man cat.
yeah, exactly. When
All for it.
When it comes to head, you can't go wrong.
Damn right.
So we established just like a dominance in the world of film. Wasn't hard. Got me thinking.
The fact that it only took one movie, impressive.
We're probably not going to do any more.
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
We're probably not going to do any more. They don't deserve it.
We're like Braun GP. We won everything and then we dipped.
We don't deserve it. No, but I thought like, isn't it? It's probably like natural that we. No, it's probably only natural that we now take over TV.
Sure.
So I got like studio execs lined up. I'm gonna pitch a little idea. I got a nice little idea.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I know the idea?
I don't know. Do you know that? No, you don't know the idea.
I did see the email. I didn't read it.
This is the email. I just thought like, imagine if you like just round up. Like you know Jeff Probst.
No.
Oh. Just imagine you round up like some of the homeless
You
people.
know? You know? Look at that. See?
So Jeff Probst is the host
3
of
strikes
Survivor.
for you. Oh, you love this. I forgot you love it.
Yeah.
I hate that idiot.
So you get Jeff Probst, okay?
I'd rather Chris McLean.
Who? Who the hell's that? Chris McLean.
It's the guy who plays him on Total Drama who's meant to be an impersonation of him.
Oh. Yeah. Well, whoever you get,
Sure.
it doesn't really matter. Get some homeless
We
people.
get Chris probing.
Get some homeless people. Whack them in a tribe.
Jeez.
whack another group in a tribe.
Get 'em on a
You tell
boat.
them, you stay on that side of the street, okay? That's your side of the street.
So it's filmed in Los Angeles.
Sure. And then once a week, and they probably do it 2 or 3 times a week actually, they're going to come to you and be like, all right, there's a challenge today.
It's grilled cheese.
Get your rags, okay, and get off the ground. Right? Get the needles out of your arm.
So far, this is just the normal week. Where's the difference?
Yeah, but then you get all the homeless people and you put them through like an obstacle course, and the ones who win get fentanyl.
So again, it's a normal week for them. Where's the challenge coming
It's
from?
normal.
Where's
And you
the
know what?
TV?
I feel like some fresh air and some exercise might clean up the streets a little.
What happens to the losers? Yeah,
Well,
sure, the winners get fentanyl. What happens to the losers? They get a grilled cheese
I
or
find
something?
workers. Well, I guess they get voted out, right?
Imagine getting voted out as a bum. That's like,
Right.
your fellow bums don't even want
So where are
you.
you gonna go now? But like, yeah,
the
so
lowest
like,
of the low.
so Carl, he wins like a car,
Sure.
and he's just sort of like, now I have a car.
Now I can sleep somewhere.
Yeah, right. So now he's sleeping in his car, and like the rest of his tribe, as they would be called, are like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, I see.
yeah, and they'd have like a campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then have
In
like
the oil drum.
imagine like the TV crew hanging around on the streets filming a bunch of bums, like voting each other out, and they're like,
You can imagine the cops are coming down. Guns
yeah,
loaded.
yeah. There's like constantly cops like intervening, and like they're shooting up to get lucid enough so they can like have their like strategy talks.
Sure.
Like it would be wild.
Do they get to find the secret idol?
Like Jerry Bruckheimer, pull your pants up and sit down for a moment.
Okay,
Because
who's
you
that?
realize
Is that another guy who does Survivor?
he's the producer. just realize for a moment that Survivor's like 20 years old, mate.
Yeah, but it doesn't change.
Is it over?
What, are you going to do a heroes versus villains?
They've done everything. They haven't done Survivor Homeless.
Don't give him ideas.
They've done. He's gonna pay me.
No, he won't. He'll steal it, and then he'll.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to see what you want in the world. I don't mind if I don't get.
What's
the
he
money.
going to say? He's going to be like, "Survivor's ready." Or is he gonna-
Survivor's ready. Yeah. Come in, guys. They're like crossing the road and getting hit by cars and shit.
Oh, no one goes home today because we already lost one on the
And
road.
they got like they got the dramatic like medical coming in and like reviving homeless people who've just been like knocked out or OD'd like during a challenge, and
Come on, get back on your feet, pal.
yeah,
No,
and it's
I
like
had the sweet
and then
relief.
They got all the emotional interviews, and it's like, oh, Stephanie was my best friend on this show, and she got run over crossing to the challenge. You know,
They brought her back, but she was never the
she
same.
was, yeah. I mean, she had a depressed skull and severe brain damage, and she was already gone. Let me just tell you, she was gone. And now, like, I mean, they put her in like a chair with some tubes, and they tried to get her back on the show, but we've had to say goodbye.
And then you get that one guy who's just sitting
like-
there. He's like,
It wasn't, yeah. Like, it's not easy. Like, you know, you might feel for your teammate, but like,
Sure.
in the challenges, they're gonna hold you down, and like, you want to be the sole survivor.
What do they win?
I reckon there's like
They get an oil drum.
I reckon they win $2 million. Like I reckon they win. Yeah,
absolutely.
And then you have like a lifestyle show like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and it's about like this homeless bum who's now like loaded, and like just absolutely just ripping up and like going through as much money as they can as quick as they can, and you watch the downfall, and then you have like the return into the next season of Survivor, and they're already a bum. If they haven't OD'd, that's great.
and
And
he
then you
comes
get them back on season 2, and then it'll be like heroes versus villains or some shit. It'll be like it'll be
Champions versus losers.
yeah, it'll be like noobs versus champions or some shit.
Is there going to be like the hidden immunity idols?
Jeff Probst.
Get on it. 4.
I'm ready for bet. I'm kidding. So
You said to us, film 2 sections, and then I can go.
right, right. So yeah,
When do I get to go?
2 sections. Is it too many? I don't know. So like
2
home.
not enough.
I mean, we'll do 4. Oh no, we won't. No, we won't do 4. But like I think it's a good idea. Quite honestly, it surprises me they haven't done it already.
Sure.
Oh my god. There's something eerie.
Eerie?
Yeah. So you remember saying you said earlier?
No.
Okay, so I literally wrote, here at the Super Ordinary Podcast, we're here to help. We're here to help.
I didn't read that.
So remember, yeah, and he's like, we care. And like, we really are here to help.
Super Ordinary
Like,
cares.
I want you to like you're gonna be lost in the world. Like, let's face it, you're gone. Like, the most of you might not make it to the next week for the next episode. So every week is your last episode. And like, you know, it's a real problem.
unnerving.
It's like polling, right? For like, an
say
election.
bowling?
Polling.
Oh, polling.
Like, you know how you got like, you get like phantom votes from dead people and shit? Like, I got phantom subscribers. I'm like, how many are still alive? Because the sort of people who are subscribing to this demented wasteland, they're not the sort of people who are going to hang around. You know, they got the attention span of like a lab rat that's just been coked its whole life.
Half its
And it's
brain's
like,
been
it's just
lobotomized.
gone. Yeah, I mean, it's just like going running around in circles and like literally one side of his face is melted off and it's eating the melting side. Like, there's no hope for you people.
Graphic, but
There's no hope. But we'll move on. I just want people to know that we're here to help.
if you
Just
email
reach
us,
out.
if you email us, we may or may not get back.
Just reach out and touch somebody.
You know what? Just go on Twitter and yell at someone.
Is that not the song?
What?
The
Reach out and
lyric,
touch
yeah, literally, the lyric of that song is literally reach out. If you don't like do the reach out, if you just cut it down, it's just literally reach out and touch someone.
Oh right, yeah.
And you know
Just grab
that's, and I feel like that's a great message to send to the people. We should put that on the shirt.
Touch who I want.
Oh yeah, so this might actually turn. We're gonna have to do another section.
Should have left when I had.
Let's just. I tell you what. I'm gonna go change my underwear and we'll just get straight back into it.
Is that what that smell was? Okay.
No, what I thought that feeling is the dedication of our producer who refuses
To pee.
to urinate. He ain't got time for that. He's here for the pod. And it's not the best because we work harder than any
Sacrifice.
like no other podcast. I mean, a lot of these podcasts are very preachy and they've got all the answers.
Also, you just go.
We're very preachy and we have no answers.
You just going
So,
straight into it, no warm up. Just
I did a few splits.
how are your undies now?
Oh man, they're fresh.
Nice.
They're daisy fresh.
No swan pass for you.
Yeah, it'll return. It's a well, the situation is one of constant seepage. So you just go, you
You got adult.
it's just a lot of like management. Yeah, like
It's like a pit stop every time you do it.
controlling this like lump of flesh is annoying, but that's the only way I can navigate the world.
Is that why you also painted your nails?
What do you mean?
You were feeling a little something.
I feel lots of things.
You went to that gay nightclub once, and now all of a sudden you're wearing your short shorts. To when you go bike riding, you're painting your nails.
Bike riding.
You're suddenly.
I'm a little bit concerned about you. Like recently, you've been bike riding, and I feel like I should pull you aside because
just
as your friend.
nip it in the butt before it becomes a bigger
Bud, nip it in the bud. Because nip it in the butt is actually what you're worried
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
But like,
that's
yeah, because
We're the
I just
same.
like look as your friend, like, you're riding bikes now, and I think we should probably talk about it. I mean, that's a tough conversation, but it's one I think most people probably need to have with the people who know that.
Why is this
you're-
glass made in France? You know I hate them.
Hey, I've got like a percentage of it in me. You know, these are mine. I sourced them. They're very good. They're very good quality.
You know, I throw something every podcast.
They're very good quality. And I'm actually like tiny little bit French.
I'm gonna glass you once.
Sorry about what was I saying? Oh yeah, like I'm a disgusting organic mess.
Yeah, you're like an amoeba with.
Oh yeah.
future
Oh, I
steps.
wanted to just mention like this might turn into a remote podcast. Oh my god. I've been told that my gay impersonation's too gay. It's too real.
Who said that? It's too real.
It's too much.
They're hanging around too many gay
It's
people.
too much. It's disconcerting.
Who said? Did you look in the mirror and say you're gay?
No, but so I might like hold off on that. I might hold off. But yeah, this might turn into a remote podcast. So he might be sitting here and I might be there.
I told you my idea for it, but no, let's just.
Well, we can work out something else, but I just want to like touch on that. Well, how do you reckon that's gonna work?
Want me spin on the floor pretty
Oh
easily.
my god. Oh yeah, I had a really good business idea.
Apart from homeless survival. Apparently.
Yeah, I had a better one.
Jeff Bezos isn't going to buy this.
Bezos is like a roided up, like bald Lex Luthor, like just. I mean, bald Lex Luthor.
I was going to say, I'm bald Lex Luthor.
Well, he was, Lex Luthor was always bald. That's what I mean. Like he's progressed.
Well, Jeff Bezos he wasn't always bald too.
Jeff Bezos.
He's a kid.
He's a bald. Jeff Bezos is a Karen.
He's a stickler.
Okay. So,
What's your business idea?
well, McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know that's already been made, right?
I had this idea for like a McDonald's
Yeah, it's not recorded.
company. Oh, really? Well, this is.
Well, we better pray that this and that are going to catch everything.
This is.
This is why you need to have the actual boom operator, not the artificial boom operator.
Well, our boom operator
Was having a
was
frap.
holding, a frap and a burger instead of the pole.
Yeah.
You know? She's like, well, they're like,
You're going to have to cut that.
why?
You know, Best Day gets mad whenever you gender assign people.
Miss,
Miss. You in for it now? Oh, HR's looking at us. Oh, you've done it.
look, well, I didn't want to say the best day painted my nails.
Look how much they're writing. We are screwed. There's going to be a big payout again.
Best day. I don't. We can't even fire them anymore. See, I called them because I'm responsible.
Yeah, that makes up for the numerous times in the hallway where you misgendered them.
Look, I had an idea. If you got like a Golden Arches and there's like a fast food thing called. I'm kidding. Obviously, that already exists. But like, imagine.
What is this? I've never heard of
It's
it.
a business idea for McDonald's.
We'll be sponsored by them a couple episodes.
Yeah, we had moments, but they didn't like the whole triple bypass and like 4 a.m. fraps in the car park.
Yeah, but they sponsored us after all that. That's on them.
But then they watched the episode.
I see.
And they're like,
Right.
that's what they actually mean.
You butted them up too hard on the email.
They liked our enthusiasm, but they didn't like the content.
Where you said that people should go on this.
Speaking of which, why does like Dare not sponsor?
Look at that short. It's going gangbusters.
Oh, 8 views. So the short's got like 70 views.
60 of them are me.
I like Dare doesn't even have a social account.
We can be the mouthpiece.
So maybe I should just make one. But like, they have one. They have one. But they haven't posted on it in like 8 years or something.
You know you should claim it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have it.
Where claim it from?
Claim it.
Well, what's the worst that
Just
happens?
hostile takeover of the Dare social media account.
It'll be the first time we've rated something.
No, but like imagine like McDonald's, like this is an idea for them, like let's just face it, they don't know what they're doing. I feel like they should move into fine dining.
I swear you have mentioned this before.
But this is different. I feel like,
I feel like you did mention this before.
what if they had like a little like, it's like, what would you call it, like McFine dining?
No,
So-
that's too. No, hold on, no. We got to work on the name before we go forward. Like, what? It's got to be French, right? Obviously.
French, right.
Bistro, McBistro.
McBistro, really like, it's gonna be fancy, but McCream.
Yeah, that's what they make in the car park.
Yes, yeah.
What's audience participation? Come on.
Yeah, so like what's like fancy? It's like Le McDonald's.
McLure.
No, McLe. No, that's
Then what's that?
McThe. No, it's the McDonald's. So it's Le McDonald's. I think that's a really good idea.
Le
I
Mec
think-
experience.
Huh?
Le Mec experience.
Le
Experience. Experience.
Le McDining.
No. Get your head out of.
Le McDine.
It's got to be super ordinary, you know?
What do you mean? Oh, like nah. We have good branding. No one else does. So maybe like I don't
After
know.
that hostile takeover.
Whatever. Let's just call it.
The fine dining
Let's
desk.
Let's just call it Le McDonald's. So you go there and it's like everything. I mean, they've got a dress code. Okay.
Which is just having closed shoes, right?
They got they got like $100
Dollar.
like salmon. Shit's expensive.
Would you trust a 14-year-old McDonald's worker to cook that salmon properly?
They got white tablecloths.
Is everything deep fried still?
No. Like this is fancy shit.
No, it
This is
should be. It
fancy.
should be their normal menu. But just you know how dickheads on the internet
Oh, I know. I
do
saw
deconstructed.
someone. Yeah, nah. That's a thing too. That's what actually that was my actual idea. Was a fancy McDonald's where they took their menu they have now and just make it like really high end.
Yeah.
No, this is like a totally different thing.
Oh,
It's
okay,
it's
so
like,
that's-
this is just literally fine dining by McDonald's. So
So
that's the name.
Fine dining
But,
by
but,
McDonald's.
but where it comes in is they've still got the drive-through,
On the fine dining.
Yeah.
Oh, does the waiter come out in the car and just be like, sir, with
Maybe.
the specials tonight?
Yeah, and you've still
salmon
you've still got the dress code
in the car.
in the car.
No, it's also got to be in the car. You got to have a standard.
Yeah, there's a standard. Yeah, like it's got to be.
Sorry, sir, your Toyota's nothing. Well, the Mercedes.
This is
come
2
on
years
through.
older than like
They look at the
car
bin
number.
number.
Yeah. So you've still got
There's
the
a bouncer.
the refurb, the defib. You've still got the defibrillator.
I was gonna say the reef.
The refurb. The defib. You've still got the defib. So
Is the bouncer just like on a backpack?
bouncer.
Yeah, there's a bouncer, at the door.
What I want to know is if they still have the green team.
Yeah, after your unfortunate comment about the green
What
team.
did I say?
I'll tell
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it on camera.
Anyway, I just
You keep going.
I don't know, drive through. You're getting fine dining.
Fine dining.
It's just like I feel like that's probably where they should head. Like you go through, you drive, and like you tap, and they're like, oh, that was $487.
And you're like, but I
I
got
see
this really
yeah.
small little thing.
And then they say, oh, are those shorts under your, your jacket and tie, and be like, oh yeah, I didn't think you'd see them. And like, sorry, and they just slide the door shut.
Who would ever
And they
wear?
tow your car.
Who would ever wear shorts with a jacket?
Yeah, like some mental, just absolutely direct. I have a medical bowel leakage.
Where's your doctor's note?
I just think that going through the drive-through, you've got like a meal. You're gonna get your meal.
Does
And
it
they're
come
like,
out
"Look,
like-
where's your
Does
pants?"
it come out in a cloche?
Mate, it's dripping. It's dripping.
dripping
I'm
on the cloche.
I've got like pants on the ready. I'm changing
So,
underwear real quick.
Not only do you want this to be
Imagine this, you're finally gonna get your pickle. That you're gonna get the right amount of pickle on your meal. It's gonna be fine dining.
is it before or after meal?
You'll get your pickle. Imagine what a fine dining frappe.
You want a 14-year-old
It's
to
gonna
go
be-
from being on grill station to then being like, hey buddy, you need to cook this salmon.
No, the souffle. Like, we need 50
They're not
souffles
that-
in 10 minutes.
they're not
and
that-
he's
they're
like,
not
I
that-
don't know what to do. Right?
You were trained for this, boy.
Yeah, you were trained.
Go back to your training.
You're never gonna leave the green team.
You want to get on the red team? This is what it takes.
Yeah, well, and so recently President Xi attended.
It's like how it goes, Like question. Where?
Oh, this is a good. Yeah, so like actually, this is something important that we should talk about. It's
Did
such
you
a.
even stop?
No, I didn't start it. It's
I
important.
didn't even start.
It's important. So like as people get older, we're all about to die.
Yeah.
It's important that we remember your brain needs things, and so like apparently old people, like if you put a dog in the room with them, they live longer.
Yeah.
And so I think that's like
Companionship.
that's really nice, So we should like fill. And whenever you get an old person, you should chuck a dog in the room.
Just throw
Just
it.
chuck it in there.
You know
But,
what
like,
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a pit bull. I'm gonna shake it as hard as I can. So I was like going.
Well, to be fair, they don't specify what sort of dog.
and then just like a
Um,
hooker, just whing,
No, I like
straight.
to. I care. It's super ordinary to care. So I like to go around to like dog shelters and like whenever I get I get those ones, and I also go underground. I go to a lot of dog fights, and I like to get the losing dog that's sort of like demoralized and beaten, and I donate them to like the elderly.
You want to get the winner because the winner's going to be pumped. The loser's going to be like very submissive and either have its face bitten off.
I do get the winner, but I also like to get them to lose a few times.
Right.
You want that dog.
You want
to
to
be
boost the
hurt.
odds.
You don't want that dog to trust anyone, not even themselves. But what I was thinking was like, sure,
Sing off
you throw a dog or like a cat and an old person, and for some reason they'll live longer. But like, what if you just like plant like a bowl with a fish in it?
Plant a bowl.
Just like a little, it's a bowl. Just put a fish in a bowl. Like imagine.
You mean put a fish in a bowl, no water. Just put the fish in the bowl.
No, you want some water.
It's
Like as many,
it's like a magic cup.
it's just like
floating around.
it's just this this round, like maybe I don't know, it's glass. You got like this old like whatever. They're decrepit and they can't leave the chair. So it doesn't really. What does it matter? Like the dog, sure, it might move. But you just like
so bad. They're not going to be able to see the fish. They're going to be like, what is this?
no, but I want to see a study that's like support fish just as good as support dog.
mean,
I
look
would-
at the fish you have there.
I want to exactly, and I feel so supported. But I have a support Gordon. But imagine like the feeling you're gonna get when like you go to see your relative and they're drooling and they don't remember who you are, and you know that you put a fish in the room with them. Like you're gonna feel good. You're gonna be like, I did everything I could.
Well,
I did everything I could.
you should be a counsellor for those dick relatives that are just like, I tried. They walk in there, they're like, hello. Nah, you're done.
Yeah.
And then you just watch TV for
Yeah.
like an hour. Yeah, I go down there every weekend and see my old man.
I don't even have to. I bought a goldfish.
Yeah.
And like if you're really caring, you could get like the Siamese fighting fish, and like get 2 bowls, and like the fish will be like, "This is my bowl. This is my bowl."
Put them in the same bowl, put them next to each other.
Well, I mean that's very much like that's entertainment. If they lose their companion fish, most elderly people die when their fish dies. So you know because they
Is that
build
because
that
you-
they build that relationship
Is that
with
because you
with
used
the
to
fish.
strap C4 under the fish bowl? So as soon as the fish goes, you just...
Yeah, it's. I mean, C4 is caring. It's
It's
warmth.
not- it's not-
It's a loving warmth.
very non-discriminative.
It's an explosive love. But I don't know.
You
Imagine
can't
like
replace that type of heat.
it's like sure the room doesn't have any windows. Sure, they don't
What's
get
the
food.
number?
They don't get good food.
Why you
But
number
they got
11?
a fish in a bowl.
Why are you number 11? Is that what
I-
number they gave you at the Riot Shield factory?
Yeah, this was my identifier in China.
When?
Yeah, like China was hard. I got beaten. But like, imagine you get a bowl.
Where is this going? You've said your piece, you don't need a repeat.
I know.
We're done.
I'm done.
It's over.
I wasn't going to.
That's it. No, you
But
know
I just
what?
say, I sounds like a fishbowl one more time. really just drill home the idea that fish. Okay,
Just play the credits.
you
Just
know
play
what?
the credits.
Let's do a throwback real quick. The week ahead. I don't think we've done a week ahead since in season 2.
We haven't done one since the first half of season 1. I don't.
Week ahead. Yeah, because I don't, I suppose you've got to
Buy a
like,
fish.
yeah, I mean, if you're like me, you're probably going to be grabbing hold of your buttocks and just squeezing them together and making sure nothing comes out. And you're going to mostly stare aimlessly at like the eyes of the dead eyes of a cold, wet fish in a little bowl.
Hold on, why are you grabbing your ass together and holding it together? Just use tape.
I'm just trying to make sure nothing comes out.
Yeah, but like,
Shit keeps coming out.
use tape.
Tape. I'll tape it.
Gaffer tape.
I'll tape it.
Yeah, then you get your hands free.
Yeah. You know in the Matrix when his mouth like fuses? I need that back there. Like, I mean, that would have been more distressing. You'd be like, you'd be like, I really got to go. Maybe like,
Imagine
no.
that. Could you imagine the intense close-up of like sealing your
Yeah,
shut? Like,
yeah. Imagine like they're writing the script. They're like, oh, really? Does it have to be his anus? And like, does Smith have to really pull the cheeks apart so the audience sees the anus fuse? They're like, yes, yes. And like, why not the mouth? And they're like, get out.
I want to see Keanu's ass.
Leave the room. I mean, what? I mean, that's the lie. But oh, it's such a good movie. And like maybe like the little dragonfly thing could have come out the ass too.
When they
Well,
suck
there could have
it
been
out.
an anal probe.
And they suck it out.
Oh yeah, with the tube.
Yeah.
It's like, phew. Imagine if that whole scene revolved around the bum. Imagine if everything in the Matrix was around the bum. Like you got.
You know when he's in the car?
He gets connected. It's like Neo, you need to plug me in. And he's just like Morpheus just drops his dax. It's like Neo.
He just goes like kawaii as soon as he pumps his
He's like, but he's like, why Morpheus? He's like, you're the one. Like I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's behind him. He's just like, you're the
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
man. You're the one. He's like, ugh.
Yeah, and like all the intense close-ups where he's like doing kung fu and shit. And he's in the chair. It's like his ass, and it's like he's beginning to believe this is such an ass like, gyrating on the chair.
But he's got to be sitting in such a weird. He can't be just laying down. He's got to be like leaning forward a little bit.
Let Super Ordinary direct Matrix 5.
I was gonna say, I'm with that, man.
There's 5. There's 4. There's 3, and then there's a bonus like 1. It's like a bonus.
Yeah, I'm happy I didn't see that.
I saw it because I love the Matrix. Like it's definitely its own thing.
It's no Indiana Jones. That's all I'll say.
Wow. Well, the last one of those I saw was the nuclear fridge one.
Yeah.
Did you see the new one?
I want to.
Indiana Aged Care.
Stop that.
You know what they
Family
should?
Guy.
No, I didn't. I haven't seen it. You know what they should have done? Is they should have gave Indy a fish in a bowl. He's old. He's old. Indy. He needs companionship.
Wait, the week ahead.
The week ahead.
You got like a minute.
I'm back to the fish bowl.
Just can't get it off your mind.
Next week we'll do an entire pod. We'll get right into the bowl. But for the week ahead, I want you to think about where you've been, where you're going, and how we can really put to rest this whole mishap in the Middle East, because like it's not their fault that I'm being arranged to marry an AIDS villager. It's all a big misunderstanding. And if you can support the show by donating weaponry or, you know, any sort of munitions, riot shields, even human shields. We need everything we can get because there's people after us. So support the show. Let's bring McDonald's up, you know.
Again.
Let's bring it up. We'll bring it up again.
Bring it back.
Let's bring it up like upper class. Like let's class up McDonald's. Let's change the world. The world's best podcast probably just made like the world's most okay episode.
Do your math homework.
I thought that was nice. That's a good ending. Now we'll roll credits.
No, just leave all this in. No credits. Just cut the black bits.
You know what? These
You know what?
disgusting, decrepit zombies don't even watch.
What? Go fuck yourself.
Nah, yeah, but tune in next week and sub. Sub harder than you've ever subbed before.